Welcome to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. We have entrees, desserts, tips and tricks. We welcome you to our channel. We hope you make some of these recipes, enjoy them with your friends and family. Please like our video by checking the little thumbs up. That way you let us know you enjoyed it. Please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button, then the bell and all. This will ensure that you get all of our new videos. Our cookbooks are available from both Amazon and Apple, ebooks, iBooks, and paperback versions. Today we're going to make delicious eggplant parmesan. Look at this wonderful casserole coming out of the oven. And here it's plated, just delicious. Hi!
Hi!
Welcome back to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. Today we're going to make an Italian classic, or at least an Italian-American classic. It's eggplant parmesan. So this recipe calls for 2 medium eggplants. We have 1. We're going to make a small casserole instead of a big one. We then have panko. It's a cup of panko. We have Italian seasonings of salt, sea salt, pepper, garlic, and we have a mixed Italian seasoning that we're going to put in as well. It calls for 3 eggs. We're going to use 2. It calls for 2 cups.
2 cups of tomato sauce.
2 cups of tomato sauce and 1 cup of fresh grated mozzarella. And we have some fresh basil from our plant. And then we have Parmigiano Reggiano, and that's a 1/4 cup.
Yep.
And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to slice the eggplant into 1/2-inch slices. And the trick to a good eggplant dish, for me, I don't like the skin on. So we're going to take the skin off, and then we're going to put some salt, sea salt on them, and that's going to draw the liquids and the bitterness from eggplant out. Then we're going to wash off the salt so it's not too salty, and we're going to put them and dry them on paper towels, and then we're going to put them between 2 heavy plates to kind of get the last bit of juices out. Something like we did with our scallop recipe. Then we dip them in the egg and in the flavored panko, and we fry them. And then we take them and we put them in a casserole dish layered with the cheeses, the basil, the tomato sauce, and of course the eggplant. And we bake them at 400. So we're going to come back and we're going to start this wonderful dish. You can use this as a dish, eat them with a fork and knife, or a sandwich.
Oh, with crusty bread?
With crusty bread.
Now I'm excited.
Do our bread recipe. The round loaf, perfect. Slice those, put some eggplant on it.
And this is our tomato sauce also from one of our videos in cookbooks. So we've done that many times. You should be able to find it easily if you want to.
All right, Let's get started. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is take the panko and I'm going to season it with some pepper. Pepper's not your thing, don't do it, but pepper is good. And some sea salt. And I like to put it in my hand so I know how much salt I'm putting into the dish. I don't want a lot. I'm going to put a little bit of this Italian seasoning and some of this wonderful dried garlic, and you grind it like pepper. It adds a wonderful garlic flavor. And then we're just going to mix it to get all the seasonings around. Now panko is already seasoned, so this is a little bit of overkill, but that's okay. And now, pick my weapon of choice.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to just cut the very end off. It look like about a 1/2 inch, Rory?
Yeah. Yeah, that looks about right.
So we want to do 1/2 inch circles. You're going to get, obviously, as you go to one end of the melanzano, the eggplant, you're going to get bigger slices. You can put those on the bottom of your casserole and save the little ones for the top. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So I'm going to take and just lay our eggplant out. And I'm going to need 2 plates to do that. I'm going to take the sea salt and just sprinkle. You can do it liberally because you're going to wash it off. And then we're going to flip these over. And do the other side. And you could have grated the skin off. I actually forgot, so we're going to just cut around it. It's easy. Eggplant is easy to cut.
So what are we doing now, Giorgio?
We're just washing the excess salt off the eggplants.
Okay.
And we're going to take a double paper towel. And then we're going to buy stock in paper towels. If you do this or the recipe for scallops. So we salted the eggplant, the melanzana in Italian, and we let it sit for about a 1/2 hour, 40 minutes. And then we washed it, put paper towels on it to dry it, put a plate on top for a little press, and we let that go for 15 minutes. And now we're going to do our bath. So we dip them in the egg and the breadcrumbs, the panko. Okay, so we've taken our egg dip, panko covered, seasoned eggplant, and we're frying it in olive oil. And we just want to get them golden brown. You don't want to cook them so the eggplant's completely cooked because they're going to go in a casserole and they're going to bake. So we want to get them crusty. They're getting golden brown. And we're going to put them off on a paper towel, fry up the remainder, and then we're going to be back to build the casserole.
All right.
Casserole is we're going to take some tomato sauce just to cover the bottom, and that's so it doesn't burn. And then we're going to, this is like a puzzle. You piece together, you can overlap a little bit. Tomato sauce. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella, mozzarella, da 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 da.
Not bad.
Isn't there a song that goes like that?
Parmigiano. And some fresh basil. And then we put our second layer of the good stuff. We do some more tomato sauce. And we do the remainder of our mozzarella.
How can you go wrong with cheese, basil, and tomato sauce? You just can't go wrong.
The recipe didn't call for the Reggiano on top, but as Rory says, who can go wrong with some cheese? Okay, so now we're going to stick this in a 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. Our oven runs hot, so we're going to do 20. And we'll be back.
Ready.
We're set for our favorite part of the show, the tasting.
Yep.
So let's taste this wonderful eggplant parmesan.
Yeah. It's still pretty hot. I think anything with tomatoes stays hot for a long time, you know. Cheese. So good, isn't it?
Oh, it's delicious.
Turned out perfect. Wow.
Cheesy, tomatoey,
Yep.
just wonderful.
Yep.
So our cookbooks are out. You can get the electronic version on Apple Books or Amazon ebook. You can get the paperback on Amazon either as a black and white or as a color. And hit that like button if you like this recipe. You have to log on to like and subscribe. So please, if you don't have an ID, join YouTube, get an ID, and then like it and subscribe for us. It'll help.
And then you're good to go.
And then hit the subscribe and then the bell. Okay. For now.
Thank you for watching.
Ciao,
Hope you're having fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We hope you have enjoyed our channel. If you have, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you get notified of new videos when they come out.